Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I hope you guys are all doing well. For those of you guys that are new here, welcome. And those of you guys that are coming back in, welcome back. I'm glad to see you guys again. So we are going to be looking at Gemini September forecast and see what Spirit's guidance is for you all. So we're going to be looking at your oracle guidance and what's coming in and hopefully how to navigate it. So the first card out is cycles. Everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. And every time I see this card, or just the word cycles, right? There's a lot of that rebirthing energy, something moving away. I feel for a lot of you Geminis, there's a lot of growth and expansion coming in, some understanding, some healing. Some of you guys may be healing or retracting your energy. When cycles come up, and this could be related to those that got hit with the Mercury in retrograde or have just been feeling this energy for a while. Cycles are repetitive patterns that happen in our life. When we look at cycles, we look at cycles with people. So you may notice that you're having the same argument with your spouse. It hasn't changed. Same argument, different time, different day. But it's always 3 months in, or every year in November, they're triggered and they trigger you, right? So there's something going on in your life where there is something that is coming up and resurfacing for you to heal that, for you to transmute that, for you to work through that shadow aspect of the cycles. Most importantly, it also brings in the self-reflection aspect of looking at ourselves. How are we participating with those cycles? How are we participating in those relationships? How are we participating with things that are going on in our life, right? What are we doing that is changing the cycles? And so sometimes the cycles don't change. It's the way that you deal with it that does change the outcome or the situation. So for a lot of you guys, honor the cycle that you're in. And some of you guys can just be going through cycles with your body, feeling fatigued, feeling out of sorts, whatever that is, or your body is telling you something, right? Tune into the moon magic. The moon is there for you guys to utilize for illumination to come in. And I feel for a lot of you guys, you're getting visions or dreams. My third eye is really going off right now. I can feel the energy just kind of exuding right there. And I feel like there's like this light beam coming out of my third eye right now, shining a light on things that I feel that are coming to the surface for you to heal and transmute, because you are going through a spiritual rebirthing. We have the transformation energy here. There's transformation that's happening. So there's something that's transforming in your life. And this is dealing with relationships. We have the 11th house. So this is dealing with the relationship that you have with people, the relationship that you have with yourself. Okay. So these are cycles that are coming up. And if these are relationships, it could be those of you guys that are in, again, marriages, situations. You may start feeling certain things that are happening within you that are bringing an unease or a sense of unhappiness. And so the 11th house is all about your community. It's your relationship with people. It's your friendship group. It's your family group, right? It's the relationship that you have. My 11th house is empty. I don't have a lot of friends. So when people are my friends, then that means you are very lucky, because I have an empty 11th house. I think all of my children have an empty 11th house. So we have to seek people, for some. Anyway, but for those of you guys, I feel like this 11th house, so you guys may be, again, going through cycles, but you guys are definitely in that solitude, that hermit energy, and it's because that's where Spirit wants you to be this month. They want you to be in solitude. They want you to pull your energy back, right? There's that lighthouse that beams light that helps you find your way in the darkness, in the shadows. And so there's some time that Spirit is wanting you to kind of go in. Every time I have 3 cards, I should just do this, because I don't know what it looks like, but I feel like it looks better from this perspective. Anyway, so, yeah. And then we have 13 and 13 here. So some of you guys can be in a 3-year cycle, a 4-year cycle, or a 13-month cycle, that type of thing. Something could be significant for the 13th of the day, 13th, number 13. Anyway, so just noticing that, interesting with the numerology, okay? So, solitude for you guys, the hermit energy, pulling yourself back. There's that full moon, half of that full moon, kind of like shining, like getting ready to illuminate some shadows. And so you guys are in solitude. You guys are in that hermit energy for a reason, because everything has it's right time. And right time is for you guys to pull your energy back, maybe away from your community of people, so that again, you can see how you're participating in the behaviors or how you're participating with the cycles. A lot of the times we don't even realize that we're participating, that we're actually part of the problem, right? Somebody triggers us every November and we end up having an argument with our spouse. Well, we're having an argument because we're participating. If it's a non-productive conversation, you know your spouse is going through it at this time, you know, maybe it's just taking a different approach of just sit back and observing. You know, it could be family that's coming up where, you know, every year you guys go through this, right? Every year, you know, you go through a depression. I used to go through a cycle. My mom passed. Today is her anniversary, her passing anniversary, September 12th. And it was funny because usually I used to be really depressed at this time. Cycles. And I never knew why I was always depressed in September, although I should have, because it's the month that my mom passed, right? But I didn't see the cycles that I was under. So every month in September, I would have this huge depression. I would go through this horrible sense of sadness and all of the things that I would go through. And I started to realize that I was participating. I was participating in my mother's passing 20 years later, 25 years later, right? And so I had to change the way that I was participating because, you know, yes, I lost my mom. It was hard. But I was participating by being depressed every month. So today I'm not depressed. I haven't been depressed for the last couple of years. I light a candle for my mom. Me and her, we visit. She visits with me quite often. She plays a song for me when I need it. She visits with my kids, right? My mom is very present in the spiritual realm in my life, and I'm very aware when my mom comes in. But it took me a very long time to get there. I had to heal and go through all of those things. What I'm saying is that every year I would see my own cycle. I would see, yes, I had a traumatic experience, but I was participating still, 25 years later. Okay, so Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, September. Some of you guys may be parents. I'm just going to say, just something I'm coming in. Some of you guys may be parents. There's the Hermit. That should be coming out right. And the Hermit came out right under Solitude, okay? What is under here? Nothing. Nothing? Something. I don't know what that is. Some of you guys may be parents. I'm getting this for some. Some of you guys may be parents, and your children are not being honest with you, and you know it. There's this feeling of your children are not being honest. Yeah. Feeling like somebody, or your brother or sister, sibling, cousin, somebody younger than you, somebody that's younger is not being honest. Intuitively, you know. Ooh, you got the High Priestess. Intuitively, you know that they're not being honest with you. You guys are definitely in the Hermit energy. You guys are in solitude. You guys are soul searching. And these are about your relationships with people. And you may see that even in family, there's toxicity, Geminis, right? You know, you could be in a toxic relationship with your family member, somebody younger, even your children, okay? And they're hurting your feelings. They're not nice, right? They could be narcissists, whatever could be happening, parents, whatever it is, your community of people, right? And it's like you pulling your energy back to figure out, yeah, again, how you guys may be participating. What are you guys doing? What are you guys accepting? You know, if you have toxicity within your relationship, it's your choice to continue to deal. I know that there's parents and children, but sometimes if you've raised your kids and they're out of the house and they're still treating you like crap, right? You know, maybe it's time to cut ties. Let them treat you like crap until they're ready to grow up and appreciate you and see all the good that you've done. And if they don't, not your problem. That's theirs. That's their trauma. That's their issue. That's their healing that they need to work on. Don't let their healing be your healing, right? Don't let their trauma be your trauma. Some of you guys could have friends around you that are not being honest. We do have the Seven of Swords here, which is about deception. But because the Knight of Wands is coming out, and the Knight of Wands is not, it's not honest energy. The Page of Swords is not honest energy. There's sharp tongue. There's, not nice words. There could be gossip, lies that are being spoken, Geminis, okay? But we do have the Knight of Wands here. And again, this is related to your community, your friendship group. So again, this could be a friend, but it could be somebody that's younger, somebody that lacks maturity. Or it could just be somebody that lacks maturity, okay? But you have definitely begun to pull your energy back. And I think it's because you are seeing, you may be the type of person that loves people, gives people the benefit of the doubt, right? You know, you're like, I love you, you're such a great person. And really they're douchebags, but you don't see it. You don't see it. And spirit could be like, you need to pull your energy back because you were participating by thinking that these people are good. When they gave you red flags, they showed you who they were, right? They were gossiping about other people. So let's say it's a work relationship. And one of the things that I look at is who gossips, who talks the most, because the person that talks the most is going to be the one that has me in their mouth. And that's the one that is not going to know a damn thing about me. Right? So the one that gives me all the information is the one that I least trust. Okay. Whenever I'm doing a work related situation, and I'm very cautious about what I share either way. But what I'm saying is that, it's usually the one that's pouring after the mouth, gossipy. Okay. So I feel like gossiping energy for you, Geminis. I feel like somebody's not being honest. Somebody's not being truthful. Like somebody's in your inner circle being very deceptive. And this has caused you to pull your energy back. Intuitively, you are seeing it. There's that third eye why I feel like you guys are beaming that light out, right? Intuitively, dream-wise or whatever, I feel like you guys are seeing it. You guys are seeing the cycles and the patterns with other people in your life. And I think that you guys are moving into understanding more of yourself in the patterns, right? So if you're taking shit from people, or you're taking stuff from your kid, or people are not being honest with you, you're removing yourself. You're retracting your energy and you're pulling yourself back. 7 swords. The moon. Yeah, somebody is being deceptive. Knight of Wands. Somebody is hiding. Somebody is not being honest with you, and you know it. You friggin' know it, Geminis. Trust your instincts. Somebody is not being honest. Somebody is in your camp not being honest. Here's what I do want to say is that with this Wheel of Fortune card, like, some of you guys are maybe feeling like this is supposed to happen. This is what I'm going to say. This is what's supposed to happen. Something in your will is turning. So, there can be a situation where the person is called out or the person is seen for exactly who they are. The reveal, the illusion or whatever, the truth is going to be revealed. But this is supposed to happen to you right now, Geminis, okay? This is supposed to be a part of your pattern, okay? So whatever cycle you're in, this is the wheel of fate. The wheel of fate is turning and saying, no, you need to go through this process. You need to understand this lesson. You need to see this so that you can move through this, right? And so with this Wheel of Fortune, this is definitely something that's meant to happen. The Knight of Wands, is about taking action, movement forward. But I feel like this is related to the person that you may be dealing with. Page of Swords. The 8 of Wands and the 9 of Coins. Yeah. So for some of you guys, the 8 of Wands is about communication. Somebody is talking about you guys, and this is dealing with your money. This is dealing with your business. If you guys are business people, this is dealing with your business, dealing with your money. The Knight of Pentacles, something that you worked hard for. I feel like the person is talking about you, okay? But I feel like there's going to be forward movement and you're going to be able to break free from whatever this toxicity situation is within a relationship. But I do feel like somebody is talking about you. I feel like somebody is speaking because, even though the 8 of Wands is about movement forward, taking action, accelerating movement, it's also about communication and communicating quickly. And we do have the 9 of Coins here. And this is to clarify your Page of Swords. And again, Page of Swords, for some of you guys, and I mean, I can look at this from a business side, but I'm just not. I feel like somebody's in your camp, and I feel like you guys have people that are in your camp that is not for you. And I feel like they're younger. I feel like you're trusting. And I feel like you're going to see the cycles that you yourself, Gemini, are participating in. So it could be giving people chances after chances. It could be, not trusting your own intuition. Okay. It can be that you give too much of yourself. You're giving too much of your energy. Whatever it is, like you're doing something within your community of people that is bringing you to the solitude, which is good. You need to be in the solitude. You need to retract your energy. You need to pull so that you can have clarity, and clarity is there. Intuitively, you either know the person that is not being honest with you, you are aware of what's going on, and you feel it within your bones, okay? You've pulled your energy back. Maybe you've cut communication off. You've isolated yourself. Maybe you've blocked this person, whatever it is, right? You definitely have retracted your energy. But I don't feel like, for some of you guys, it could be work, but I feel like this is really just for you guys within your relationships. Oh yeah, the Emperor is here. Ineffective ruler. So the Emperor is here is in reverse. And I'm going to say the Emperor is here in reverse. I would like to say that it's an upright, but the reason why I'm going to go ahead and honor the reversal for this one, and I usually don't care for reversals, not a big deal. Every reader is different. To me, it just signifies more amplifying, but sometimes I feel the need to just go ahead and honor that reversal coming out the way that it did and on top of the card that it came out on. And so the Emperor is deception. It is manipulative. It's a narcissistic person. And I feel like that's in with this conjunction. I also feel for those of you guys that your reading is talking about you taking your power back, you taking the steps forward to move and make the necessary moves to move forward and away from these type of people that are in your life. These people are not holding you in the highest regard as you think they are. Okay. And then we have the Five of Swords. Yeah. Wow. On top of the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords, clarity is definitely coming in. Trust that clarity is coming in for you guys, okay? You guys may be in your mental energy, a lot of self-doubt coming through. This is definitely dealing with relationships, you guys, all right? And there is this time, you got the Four of Swords coming out as well, a healing time within your relationship. So there's that healing energy, okay? You know, so the Ace of Swords is here. It's clarity. It's newfound clarity. You are going to have that. And this is with the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is challenging energy. It's, you know, it's fights. I mean, look, this is the energy that you're in, right? With the High Priestess. So yeah, you definitely have pulled your energy back. You're very angry though. I feel like you are very angry at the situation that's happening. I feel like you may be very angry at the person of what they're doing, but I feel that some of that anger has to be reflected to yourself. Because, you know, sometimes we get angry. We don't even realize that we're angry at yourself. There was a time where I was angry and I felt like such a fool. And the truth of the matter was that even though the person had did what they did, it was the way that I felt. I felt like a fool because I knew better. I intuitively knew, and I felt like a dummy, right? I felt like I didn't trust myself. So I felt like not the person made me a fool, but I personally felt like a fool. And so I was angry at myself. Right? I was angry at myself for trusting. I was angry at myself for not seeing the red flags or the signs that were there that were literally saying that this person was this person. Right? And so I was angry at myself. And so intuitively, you can see it. You're there. You're going to have clarity coming in. You have the Five of Swords. Okay. So, you know, Geminis, things are going to be revealed. This is definitely within your community. If you guys have not retracted your energy, you will. You will be blocking this person. But I honestly feel like you guys, just know. Whoever it is, they're speaking ill will on you, and they're using their voice box to do it. And, I feel like for some of you guys, it's messing with your foundation. It's messing with your root chakra, your core, your safety, what you've been working on, what you've been prosperous of. But I don't feel like this person, I feel like Spirit's overall message, this is supposed to happen because it's a lesson for you. Wherever you're getting ready to go, whatever you're getting ready to do, whatever transitions you're making in your life with this rebirthing energy, because you are going through a transformation. So it's like you haven't been reborn yet into that energy. You're going through that lesson, with people and relationships, and the relationship with yourself, relationship with Spirit, different things like that, however that resonates for you. But I do feel like once those things get resolved within you, right? I feel like things are going to be moving very fast for you. Things are going to be moving in your favor for you. But it could be just like, sometimes you have a lesson with your spouse. You're married, you've been married for a long time, and your spouse is your greatest teacher. And they're teaching you something, and it's not in a very gentle way because they're your spouse, but then the world throws you the same lesson. But because you went through that with your spouse, or you went through that with your friend or whatever, it doesn't hit you. It doesn't bother you, All right, so clear out the clutter. We have the frog spirit, and the frog spirit, I believe, has that rebirthing energy or transformation energy because the frog turns into the tadpole turns into the frog, right? So I do feel like for some of you guys, there's some transformation energy coming in. You guys are clearing out the clutter, which is why you guys are self-isolating. You guys are clearing out those situations and relationships with people again to move things through. And again, once that clutter is cleared out, life is going to speed up. You have the antelope spirit, right? The frog moves a little bit slow. They hop around, but they move a little bit on the slow side. So, you may be, the clearing the clutter may be a little bit of a slow process for you guys, but definitely, again, once that is cleared out, again, I feel like that's going to be fast moving for you guys. And then we have the rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. And that's that Wheel of Fortune energy coming through, right? Once all of this things clears with this person that's being deceptive or not in your corner, I feel life is going to speed up, and I feel like you guys, it's going to be lucky. It's going to be like, okay, this is why Spirit had me do this. I had to be ready for this, right? And I don't feel, again, for a lot of you guys, that this is going to be necessarily a bad thing. I feel like this is a lesson. It's going to teach you something great, preparing you for the next part of your journey so that you're unscathed, or that you're using discernment, or you're seeing your own cycles, and you can catch yourself when you're like, I'm trusting my instinct this time. No. You know what I mean? Type of energy. All right. And we have the rose thread, inner call, soul led, the mystic, living courageously. Yes, Gemini. And so trust in your inner self right now, right? You are on your soul path. You are working with you're working through some elements of energy that needs to be cleared out. And once that is cleared out, you know, you're going to begin to again live again courageously. You're going to start feeling more of yourself, and things are going to be moving for you in a fast pace. Listen to what spirit is calling you, soul led. Your soul is guiding you, right? Your inner soul is guiding you and is showing you what it is that you need to remove yourself from. Okay. All right, Geminis, let's get your affirmation cards. If you guys have enjoyed this reading so far and have not subscribed to the channel, please like and subscribe to the channel. It does help the algorithm, but most importantly, it's just nice energy exchange to know that you guys have liked the reading and you guys do resonate with it. Please feel free to leave feedback if you so choose. The link is in my bio if you want to schedule a private reading to my website. All right. All right. So I teach people how to treat me. That's your cycle. So if you allow people to walk all over you, that's how they're going to treat you. If you give people the benefit of the doubt when they're giving those red flags, that's how they're going to treat you. But if you put your boundaries up and you say, nope, not anymore. I've learned my lesson. I see my own cycle. I'm going to teach you how to treat me. That's what's going to happen. And I feel like, again, when that happens, everything is going to move in your favor. I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. And that is the hermit energy, soul searching, going into solitude. You guys are on the right track. You guys are doing the right things. You guys are listening to your inner guidance. I am connected to the earth and all of life around me. We keep getting this card. So it's like all of the zodiac signs, be grounded this month, get grounded. Again, especially if you're having a financial difficulty or anything that's dealing with your security, do go out in nature, hike, get busy with it so that you can get grounded, okay? I am ready for something bigger, better, and brighter. Claim that, Gemini. You are ready. Now is your lucky time. All you're doing is going through this last bit of a lesson because Spirit is directing you to something bigger and better and brighter for you, okay? And be ready. And this is where Spirit is directing you. They're directing you to get ready because you have a lucky time and you have the Wheel of Fortune. You have things playing in your favor. I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Wow. Isn't that just a beautiful ending to your reading of what I was saying? Sometimes these cards just say exactly what I spent 20 minutes saying. And I'm like, I should just pull these. You know what I mean? I should just pull these and just do a reading off of it. So I'm just like, anyway, so I seek truth and act upon my realization. That is exactly what you're doing. In that soul searching, you are seeing the truth of you, of them, of everything. Geminis, right? And you're going to act on the realization. You're going to remove the clutter, whatever that is, whatever energy, whatever situation, whatever person, whatever that is, it's going to be revealed. And once you do, things are going to move in your favor. All right, well, that's all I have for you, Geminis. I hope to see you guys on the next sun, moon, and rising of your sign. If not, I'll see you on another reading. Enjoy. Have a great day. Bye now.